We're here today with Mcelroy, a pretty decorated American on the ITU circuit. So you kind of have an interesting route to triathlon. You're pretty successful in college, NAU, you're a three-time All-American. What kind of made you transition to triathlon instead of going for a pro contract?
That's a good question. I just felt like I probably would have never made an Olympic team running. I may never make an Olympic team in triathlon, but I was pretty close this last time. And now I feel like I've always felt like I've been pretty good at like multi-sport and just doing like surfing growing up, then doing track, and then I was a big cyclist growing up. Not like super big, but I used to cycle on the weekends. So I felt like I was pretty good at all three.
So did you grow up swimming?
No, I didn't grow up swimming. Like I learned how to swim in college at NAU. I think I was like, it's my junior year, about 10 years ago, 9 or 10 years ago. So I picked up swimming pretty quick for a non-swimmer.
Yeah. So I guess it was the right decision. Is you won 2 ITU World Cups, and within like the first 2 years, what's kind of like your goals now? Is it to make the Olympic team?
Yeah, I actually won 3 World Cups in a row, back-to-back weekends. And yeah, I guess my goal now, heading into the next 3 years, heading into the Olympics is like, one, I want to stay healthy. After having surgery this last year, I didn't think I was gonna have a career. To be honest, like I thought it was all over. Like there was probably 3 times where I contemplating like retiring because I couldn't figure out my knee. Finally figured it out, and this year my main goal is to stay healthy and just get back to like the improving and trying to compete at the highest level. I feel like the last couple races I was like in the top 15, top 20 in the ITU races, and the last half of the year, the way training's going right now, I should be in the mix to be top 10.
What kind of ITU? That's Olympic distance.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
What made you kind of go that route instead of the half and full Ironman and like competing for world championships?
Yeah, I think I try to explain this to people like who come from like a running background. If you're like, if you want to get into like marathons, normally in college you sort of run the 5K or the 10K, and then in triathlon it's similar. Like you do the short course racing, the half Olympic and then Olympic, and then you kind of move up to the Ironman, full Ironman as you get older. Same with like running, 5K, 10K, and then move up to the marathon. So it's kind of like a natural progression. You get a little older and you do a bit longer distances. I'm trying to develop as an athlete and not really go towards like branding or money.
So where are we at in the season for you? What's kind of like the triathlon season like?
Yeah, we're in the middle of a season. Kind of had like a little bit of a break. I did like this PTO triathlon race. It's like a half Ironman, just short of a half Ironman. That was like my first long course race. And now we're going to Norway, Bergen, Norway, to go race the Norwegians.
So do you race mostly in other countries rather than the US?
Yeah, I haven't raced in the US in, it's been over a year. We don't have a lot of World Cup or WTS racing in the US, which is unfortunate. Hopefully they put like some higher level events in the US, but all my races are in like Japan and Europe.
Nice. So what's your average like week look like for training? Do you do a certain amount of bikes?
Yeah, I would say like a big training block is like 13 hours on the bike, 45 miles on the run, and then I try to swim 6 to 7 days a week between, let's say 24,000 meters if I'm swimming 6 days a week, and then like if I'm swimming 7, it's just a little bit more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this a full-time job for you? Or do you work outside
Yeah,
of
this
training?
is full-time. So I'm like how I make a living, I guess, is like sponsors, but also the USA Triathlon Federation. So like USA, you have like USA Track and Field, USA Swimming, you got like USA Surfing, we'll just add that in there. Those are like governing federations, and so those are funded by USOPC, the United States Olympic Committee, and each sort of Olympic program has like a certain amount of funding based on medal count. So obviously like USA Swimming has like a huge budget. USA Triathlon, we've won quite a bit of medals in the last couple Olympics. So they treat us pretty well, and you have to qualify for like the national team. So you have to hit a certain amount of criteria, like podium at World Cups, podium at a WTS, and then you like get on a national team, and that kind of funds your life to be able to do this.
What's the workout for today? What'd you do?
Yeah, so today we did a 30-minute warm-up, straight into 10 minutes at, we'll just call it steady. We rode kind of steady. I think I was like 225 watts, just kind of warming up the body, and then went straight into a 1200 as 100 on, 100 off. And then that was the warm-up. The main set was 6 times 9 minutes, and the 9 minutes were supposed to be between 260 and 290 watts. Straight into, so the first 2 reps were 1 mile at 10K pace, and then the last 4 reps were like off the 9 minute, you'd run a 400 at 5K pace. This is kind of a logistical nightmare. I don't tend to like doing bricks, but since I need to work on transitions this year, that's been one of my weaknesses. Like after being injured for a year, I feel like coming back, I'm like super rusty at transition work. So this is more about transitions than it is about like the workout itself.
Yeah. How many brick workouts do you do in a week?
I never do brick workouts. This is the first brick workout I've done. Proper brick workout I've done maybe in 2 or 3 years.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, so
All right.
yeah,
What
should
shoes,
be fun.
What shoes are you wearing? Running shoes?
These ones?
Yep.
These what are these? Are the Meta Sky Edge A6?
Is that what you race in, or just for training?
Yeah.
Mm.
So I have a fresh pair that I race in, and then I actually don't train in carbon ever. This is like the first workout I've probably done with carbon this year. Yeah.
What made you bring them out for today then?
They have elastic laces. I don't want to put elastic laces like on my normal shoes. I'm gonna try to get like 60 grams of carbs an hour. Maybe a little more. Maybe like maybe 60 to 90. The most pro thing you can do to another cyclist is wave at them. People that don't wave, that's not pro. 9 minutes, 258 to 290 watts. Let's do it. So this is just a 1200, 100 on, 100 off.
Are you going at a certain pace for the 100 on?
Just feeling. Try to go like just some strides, basically.
So is this gonna be a quick transition right here?
No, this is just like reset. And 9 minutes. We're gonna do 9 minutes and then a mile. Reset. Another 9 minutes and then a mile. Reset. Continuously until the workout's done. I won't start the 9 minutes yet.
Okay.
Let's go that way.
Did you hit that in?
450?
Do you like that way better than the first way?
That's pretty hilly, man.
Yeah.
It's downhill, uphill. Whatever. It's good. Reset. Do it again. Giving up is not in the blood. It's not in the blood, sir. Okay. Do it again. 450. I went 280 watts with the turnaround, so I lost a little bit on the U-turn.
Alright. Here we go.
Give me a minute to get in my shoes.
Yeah, right here. Heads up.
Let's go that way. So now I do 9 minutes the same on the bike, but 400 at 5K pace. So like 68, 70. Yeah.
What is that?
Maple syrup. Little Lionel Sanders trick. Poor man's nutrition.
What's it have in it that's good for you? Or that helps
I
you?
think there's like 55, if I read correctly, 55 grams of carbs per cup. That's a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
So maybe there's like, probably in this bottle, how much do we have in here? 6 ounces, almost 6 ounces. Dude, I don't know my measurements. There's a lot of carbs. But it's good. I need to keep slamming it.
You prefer that over gels?
No. I mean, I have gels on me too. Precision hydration. I'm gonna slam one of these. I've already slammed 2 of these. And I got 2 more left. So between this and the maple syrup, we'll be good to keep going. The energy will be high. Yeah, I gotta set up transition. 9 minutes. 258 to 290 watts. Let's do it. I'm feeling yesterday's bike workout today and today's bike workout.
What was yesterday?
Yesterday I rode the Sedona. It was like 3.5 hours of riding, 72 miles, 4,600 feet of climbing. And I had 2 28-minute intervals, ranging, basically the interval was 300 watts for 4 minutes, and then 320 watts for 3 minutes. No, it was 6 minutes at 300 watts, 4 minutes at 3 or 4 minutes at 330. So you don't recover for 28 minutes. We did that twice. So, pretty tired. It's all good though. It's easy to look good if you're fresh.
How many days a week do you train right now? Do you have an off day every so often, or?
No, I don't. Sometimes I take the off day after a race, if it's if I'm traveling. But how's it going? So the only time I take an off day is like maybe the day after a race if I'm like traveling from this year, like Leeds, Europe, Japan. I'm tired. This is a long workout. Already like hour and 40 minutes in. Back on it. Another 9 minutes. The bike feels worse than the run right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
have to swim or anything?
Yeah, I gotta swim right after. 4,400 yard aerobic swim. So not hard, but not easy. And then tomorrow is pretty easy. Tomorrow is like an optional day. Well, I have to swim. Other than that, I can choose to do nothing. I'll probably just ride my bike easy, and then I have strength in the afternoons on my easy day. Strength, but it's more like rehab with my strength coach.
What are you rehabbing from?
I had surgery on my right knee, experimental surgery. So I had that done a little over a year ago, about 13 months, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. And then I started doing rehab. Rehab wasn't helping. After like 8 months of rehab, it wasn't helping. I finally just got on the bike. I couldn't run at all. I could barely, like, walking wasn't good. I had this giant swollen knee. So I just started biking like, I don't know, I was biking like 16 hours a week and then swimming, and it just like went away. That and then like barefoot running on like a Cardinal field on the grass, like strengthened my feet. And then, I don't know, man, just like biking a lot is really good for your knees.
So surgery didn't help, but biking
surgery was a waste of time. But the bike and then just like strengthening my feet was really good.
How often do you just do like one sport a day, or do you always have at least two?
If I really need to do like take a down day, I'll just do a swim. But it's pretty rare. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten to the age where I'm like pretty good at monitoring what intensity and volume I need to do to like not have days where I just like fall apart, you know? Been doing this for a while now, and I feel like between lactate and having a good coach, it's like in communicating with your coach, like it helps monitor like, you know, going too hard. That's why I like today, trying to think like what would my coach say? He'd probably say like do one more and then call it. So I might do one more and call it. The workout's going really well, but I just don't want to overdo it. So let's do this one and then see how I feel.
Sweet. You doing 9 minutes again?
9 minutes, yeah.
How many fluids do you try to take in, like ounces? Or are you more focused on carbs?
Yeah, I'm more focused on carbs. But I don't know, I feel like before these workouts, the night before, I just like try to drink as much water as I can. Then the morning of, I drink a smoothie with lemonade or like electrolyte mix.
Sugary, yeah.
Let's do it. Oh, put one right there. I'm gonna call it, just to be safe.
Especially this heat.
I feel fine, but got a big weekend ahead. Had a huge weekend last weekend. Just want to be careful. I got a 45-minute cool down on the bike. Just easy.
Big workout today. You just got finished. How you feeling immediately post-workout?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. We shut it down a rep early, so it might have been a different story if we would have done one more rep. We don't normally do brick workouts like this, ever. I don't think I've done this specific workout ever in my life, so this is something I talked to my coach about doing. I really wanted to focus on, you know, having a really high heart rate and working on transition work, because it's like easy to grab your helmet and bike and do transition work in your front yard when your heart rate's like 100 you know, 100 beats per minute. But like when you're doing threshold, or you're doing like just above threshold, going into a run, bike run, it really makes like kind of adds an element of pressure, and you're forced to put the shoes on and the helmet on under like a lot of stress.
Yes. All right. I guess last question. Outside of like Olympic year for this year, like what's kind of like your main goal racing season?
Oh, that's a good question. My main goal. Well, my wife's having a baby. We're having a baby in December. So yeah, my goal is to be a good dad and find ways to micromanage triathlon and being a dad, but also, like I mentioned earlier, stay healthy, keep my knee healthy, and enjoy the sport. There's so much training. Like, I gotta go swim right now. If you're not enjoying the whole process, then you're really gonna fold and you're gonna hate your life, and then you're gonna want to quit. And if you want a long career, you have to really look at it as like, you have to really enjoy what you're doing. You have to enjoy the training. So just try to enjoy the whole process more this year.
All right. Thanks for having us out.
Yeah, thank you.